While a large modern yacht can be a beautifully sculpted object, it's also a highly complex asset. The 78-meter German-built Amarillis will take you to places that are otherwise inaccessible in great comfort and style. It will also carry you safely across seas due to the engineering and build quality delivered by the renowned Abeking Rasmussen Shipyard. When considering a yacht purchase, the original design, the pedigree of the builder, and the condition of the vessel are three key components for a buyer to consider. Today we will review Amaryllis' pedigree and then have an in-depth technical tour of the vessel. Amaryllis' yacht pedigree starts with a design from the team at Reymond Langton, located in the English countryside. This firm does not only the exterior design, but also the interior. They have plenty of experience, so they know how to lay out the spaces, not only for guest comfort, but also for the operation of the ship to be safe and seaworthy. While the interior furniture and soft goods will often be replaced for the new owner, they build in a number of features that are sought after by many yacht owners. The builder is the renowned Abeking Rasmussen, which was founded in 1907, 116 years ago. They are known to have built some of the most technologically advanced, not only yachts, but also warships, swath vessels, and some amazing sailing vessels. The quality of the engineering and the construction of these German-built yachts, and the same is true of a number of Dutch builders, it's reflected in the yacht market when you see how these yachts hold their value over time. I was able to catch up with the yacht Amarillis at the Reymond Shipyard in West Palm Beach. Impossible to get the whole boat in one shot, so I'll just mosey along here. As soon as I got aboard, we cast off to reposition to another part of the shipyard. But not before Captain Charlie Rowland set me up with a couple of his engineers to give me the technical tour. Meanwhile, the deckhands were hard at work as they maneuvered around this 78-meter yacht in this extraordinary super yacht parking lot. Well, let's get started on the Sundeck, which has a bunch of different features to point out. There's a nice windscreen, which is really important. Viewing chairs, which give you the best view on a passage. And it's covered, so you can actually spend quite a bit of time up here without getting fried. Sun worshippers can head aft on this deck where there are optional shades, and there's also a large multifunctional jacuzzi that has all kinds of lighting options at night. Heading down to the bridge deck, we have a full bridge with guest seating. The captain's cabin with an office is connected to the bridge. And then after that is a spacious upper lounge with on-deck dining. So that's the guest area seating. It has covers on it because we're in the shipyard working. And here is a very well laid out bridge that has all the equipment and redundancies that you would expect to see in a vessel of this size and class category that is capable of cruising all oceans of the world. As promised, this is a technical tour. We are going behind the scenes and we're going to look at the boat. It's in laid up mode for work in the shipyard. We're going down from the bridge to the upper deck. This is the crew pantry, which is connected to the main galley by a dumbwaiter. Yes. So everything, all the cushions are off, the furniture's covered up, and we're going to look at the technical aspects of this vessel and learn what makes it so extraordinary. Here's a circular glass elevator that connects all the decks. There you can see a skylight that is up on the Sundeck, and looking down you can see that it goes to all decks and that it has a spiral staircase that goes the whole length of the elevator connecting the decks. On our left there is the captain's cabin, and we're going to go behind this wall here and look at the air handling units.
Air handling room, the air conditioning. This is the heat exchanger and the air handling space. It sort of splits deck by deck. The chilled water goes in here, the chilled water system. The heat exchanger is in there. We have a heater in here, but we don't tend to use it. We tend to have individual heaters in the cabins to control the temperature in the cabin. But the extraction fans from light galley.
Every piece of equipment, every power switch Every ducting run or cable run is meticulously labeled so that if a problem is detected, the engineers can find the source and come up with a solution. The doors into the aft sky lounge are automatic, and a number of these are tied in with the fire system, and they will close automatically in an emergency. I'm a little bit taller than the TV. That's how I test it. There are all kinds of speakers built into the overhead, along with all kinds of adjustable lighting. The automatic doors that open up onto the aft dining area are air sealed and watertight. This outside dining table is big enough to serve all of the guests. So there's a bar, and then these retractable windows here act as windscreens when they're needed. Everywhere you look, there are small features and refinements. In the overhead here, there are little misting nozzles. And of course, more speakers and all kinds of lighting options for nighttime. And have a look at these teak steps and the sculpted stainless steel. And check out this curved glass on the windscreen in the aft rail. We're now going down another deck, and this is where the owner's suite is, and it really can be an owner's deck. It's got its own lounge with a grand piano and also formal dining that opens up onto a private aft deck. The owner's suite is vast with big ceiling heights, lots of lighting and speakers, big glass looking out on the foredeck. But my favorite thing in the master bath are these windows, which are frosted. Then you push a button and they're clear. Push the button again and they're frosted. As expected, there's plenty of closet space. So let's head aft on the same deck. This would be the owner's deck into the salon. It's the same when you buy a house or a used aircraft. You have to imagine your furniture here and how you'll fit it out to suit your own tastes. Getting back to the interesting part of the vessel, let's get into the galley here. As expected, all the fancy china is well labeled and stored so that nothing will spill out in a storm. A happy chef needs big windows, excellent ventilation, and oftentimes loud music. Now we're going to head down to the main deck. And forward on the main deck is a very large tender and toys garage with side opening, and we're going to explore that in detail. There's also a VIP suite, which is the only guest accommodation on this deck. And then going aft is the largest of the 3 salons on board, which opens up onto an aft deck seating area. So let's go into the tender garage, which opens both port and starboard in order to facilitate the launch and retrieval of the tenders. In addition to the jet skis, there are 3 large tenders. This first one is a British-built Pasco, which has a unique feature on the bow, which is a ramp that comes down for beach landing. The next tender is a Master X25, and the crew tells me this is the ultimate ski boat. And with this, you'll have no trouble doing these kinds of maneuvers. The third tender is a Graf Ipanema, a custom hand-built vessel that is very well kept, lovingly kept by this crew. And you can see the condition here. It's perfect. And here's a shot of it coming alongside on the aft swim platform. Going forward from the tender garage towards the bow, there's a whole world of technical space here that guests would ordinarily never see. We're going to So that concludes our technical tour of the Abeking and Rasmussen Yacht Amarillis. I'm sure we could have easily spent another hour on board going through the technical spaces, but that's going to be it for today. Below you'll find more of the information and specifications on the vessel, and also contact information if you're interested in chartering or purchasing this vessel.